Namaste, angels. I just wanted to check some of the 777 energy. So we're just going to jump right in. This is going to be quick, or at least I plan for it to be quick. I'm not sure about reversal, so I'm going to get into any. Sometimes they can make things longer. This first one is going to be what we can expect the 777 portal to bring to our financial lives. Two of Pentacles, Hangman in reverse, the situation that was not moving suddenly does. Empress, Eight of Wands. I usually like to do six cards, but let's do seven today. Whoop, too many. Oh wait, no, it's too many. But I'll mention them because it's Ace of Pentacles, the King of Cups, and the High Priestess. All of those very, very positive for money. You might have some sort of opportunity that comes your way that you're not meant to talk about until you're like fully in it. So, like, say you get offered a job or something, and you might be excited and you want to share that news with somebody that's a friend, and they may be a genuine friend. However, what people don't seem to understand in the spiritual, you know, life, on the spiritual path journey, sometimes people that are here, even as our friends, there is subconscious. Um, there's subconscious energies that may be negative coming from them, that they may not even realize that they don't mean intentionally. Sometimes people are used by negative or dark energies against us, people that we like and or love. Um, so this is telling you, High Priestess is telling you to keep your mouth shut, basically, to pretty much around anybody until this thing is set in motion. Two of Cups, one more. Eight of Pentacles, with the Hermit on the bottom of the deck. So Virgo or more, Earth energy or Pentacles energy. So this is very, very positive. Um, you may have to go into isolation to think about, this opportunity, whether or not you want to take it or what path you want to take. The Two of Pentacles can indicate maybe some sort of crossroad, a decision, although it can also indicate that you got so much work on your plate, so many options and choices, so many things that you're having to juggle because you're just so busy, and maybe you're having to try to fit in, like your personal life, your family and stuff, because you just got so much work, yeah, opportunity, and chances to make, different ways to make money. You may have some smaller, since the Two of Pentacles like a lower number, a smaller number. You may have like some side hustles and a real job or something like that. The Queen of Wands behind the Hermit indicates that you're on fire. You're a go-getter. You're confident. You sort of like nobody can tell you nothing, basically. The Knight of Swords behind her, also upright, is, again, a go-getter, charging at something, making a decision, being very decisive about what they're going to do. So even if you do start out as the hermit, like once you figure it out, it's like really rushing toward what it is you want. And this could be something that's like the job of your dreams, the new business of your dreams, the um some sort of luck, like maybe you just came into money, you prayed on it, I need money, and manifested it with the star showing up. The Ace of Swords also upright behind that star. And the last card I'm going to mention is the Five of Pentacles in reverse, because this is indicating that you had been coming from a place where maybe money was tight. Maybe there was reason for you to be concerned, worried, or whether there was reason or not. Maybe you just were concerned, worried. Maybe you come from a childhood of lack, and once you've reached a place in your life where that's not a problem for you, you want to make sure it's never a problem again. So when you think oh, things might be getting a little bit tight, or where am I going to get my money from? You start to get concerned, start to get worried, and that can be like Five of Pentacles upright, right? That fear of not having, even if you do at the present have. So with this in reverse, it's an indication that things are looking up or money is coming in. Again, the Ace of Swords, aces are about new beginnings. That was the next card. So this is a fresh start. And there's some sort of victory, maybe a victory over lack or the potential for lack to happen. And it could be something for which you prayed, something that you dreamed about, that you've planned, that you've always wanted, maybe even since your childhood. Um, and maybe because you had more than one choice, more than one option, you were at some sort of crossroad, you didn't need to go into isolation and figure it out. Or this can be an indication of you in the energy of Virgo. Virgos are very hard workers when they are workers. And they can kind of go either way. Here's the thing about Virgos, they are perfectionists. And so they're either going to continue to strive, and work hard, work hard, work hard, sadly, often never realizing that they've made it. You know, they keep setting the bar higher for themselves and going after something. I got to make it. I got to make it. I got to make it. Not realizing that they have made it. And I'm not suggesting like you should say like I've made it. Let me sit back on my laurels now and do nothing. But sometimes not even like taking the chance to pat themselves in the back or to enjoy the fruits of their labor. They're just going after more. So like workaholics. Or there's the other type where they're such perfectionists that if they feel they're not going to do something in a perfect way, that they're not going to reach their ultimate potential, they just won't do anything at all. So they may not work at all. They may, you know, just do like the bare minimum, what they know they can fully achieve and be great at, because they don't want to take a chance at something that they won't be great at. So anyway, I didn't mean to turn this into a Virgo reading, but that all those things could have something to do with why the Hermit is here, or at the why the Hermit is the overall energy here. But actually, he was not the next card. The next card was um, like in ascending order, the Knight of Swords. Again, that very decisive energy. Um, could be Gemini energy, which is ruled by Mercury, just like this Virgo. Could also be that of Libra or Aquarius, like the star, right? The star represents the sign of Aquarius. And then again, we had this Queen of Wands, who is, just very driven um, when she's upright, very passionate about what she's doing. And wands are about movement, and wands are often about career. This we have the Two of Cups showing up here. Is one of the cards. So this could be about a partnership, maybe between an Earth sign or a Virgo, maybe more specifically, or even an air sign. Again, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Maybe focusing in on Aquarius with a because the star, major arcana card, the star, with a fire sign. Um, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Very, very possible. So I'm put that card back. So just going over the 7 cards that I pulled for finances. Again, we have the Two of Pentacles, followed by the Hangman in reverse, followed by the Empress, followed by the Eight of Wands, followed by the Four of Cups, and followed by the Two of Cups. So this, I think I went over this first Two of Pentacles and what it can mean in terms of maybe juggling or needing to make a decision, or both. Needing to make a decision because you're juggling, because you got so much on your plate and you want to narrow it down to something. What's wrong with my hair? I can't find my clip all day. The next card is the Hangman in reverse. So maybe you had been in some sort of holding pattern where things weren't moving or you weren't coming up with ideas. Your perspective was off. Maybe you were again focused on lack, and so being focused on lack, that's what you were manifesting, and things weren't going your way. But having changed your perspective, you are now enlightened. You hung upside down so long that the blood rushed to your head, and you got a great idea. You had an epiphany, and now you know what to do. The next card is the Empress. The Empress is, of course, the goddess of money and abundance, right? That's what she's all about. She's fertile, she's growth, she's expansion, she's things happening, things being built, um, maybe in a group or maybe in a coupling. Again, some sort of partnership. Major Arcana card, the Empress is card number 3, so that can indicate that there's some sort of collaboration of more than one person. Then we have the Eight of Wands. Wands, again, are about movement. This one is about movement. It is about communication, where something wasn't moving, where something maybe had been stagnant, again, because of the energy of the Hangman, potentially, it was like in limbo. We didn't know what we were doing. Now suddenly it's getting going, okay? and things are happening. Maybe behind the scenes, some stuff you might not be able to see happening yet, but it's happening. So things could be, the check could be in the mail, the offer could be in the mail. Somebody could be trying to reach me because last week was a holiday in the United States. They were off and this was a short week. It was only a 3-day week. But now, in the coming week, beginning Monday, we're going back to regular 5-day work week here in the United States, and maybe that's why they're going to be finally able to call you. So it's behind the scenes right now. You don't know that they're planning to call you on Monday and offer you the job, or the credit, you approve you, some sort of growth, some sort of, or tell you that you won, you're the winner, you got some sort of, I don't know, or you inherited something. Something is coming in. Now, again, for some of us, there are opportunities being handed to us, and there could be more than one. And this card, the Four of Cups, is guiding us to look into them all. Even though some on the surface may seem like something we're not interested in, they may seem boring, they may seem, just out of reach. Again, maybe you're looking at it as a Virgo. Oh, I'm not going to be perfect at that, so I don't want to do it. No, look into all of them. Again, this also, abundance also could be coming in the form of some sort of partnership. And we are going to have to like put our nose to the grindstone and actually do the work. It's not something that's just going to necessarily come to us, but we're on track to have like consistent abundance and consistent earnings, provided that we put the work in. We are going to get out of it what we put into it. So you do the work, it is going to be returns on this. So very nice cards about finances with regard to the 777. I'm going to get a different, it's going to be a right away tarot deck, but I'm going to grab a different one. Okay, so what does this mean for our love life? We're beginning with the Fool in the bottom of the deck, so it could be some sort of new beginnings in our love life, whether that is with a brand new person, um, a brand new path, or it's a new start with somebody that's existing. Behind this, I mean, I should have looked at these cards. So behind the Fool is the Nine of Cups. Again, this could be somebody you prayed for, and then another Ace of Pentacles upright. So like a very lucrative, abundant connection that's coming our way. Perhaps something that we've been waiting for a while. Oh, another Two of Pentacles. Maybe something again we need to decide about. There could be some distance between us and the person, perhaps, or we've done everything we can on our end to try to make a connection, and there's nothing else we can do. So we're just sort of waiting to see if something is manifested. Um, that's very possible. The next card is the Hierophant. Actually, so maybe we're debating whether or not to enter some sort of commitment, or maybe a long distance commitment. We're thinking about it. The first card out is the Devil upright. Ew. So, talking about what does this mean for our love lives? The Devil upright. Yikes. Let me have to clarify him. You don't want to think about entering something restrictive. Followed by the Star. Okay. One interesting thing is that the Devil represents the sign of Capricorn, and the Star represents the sign of Aquarius, and those two signs do. Aquarius follows Capricorn in the zodiac. So this could have something to do maybe with timing. When would that be? So Capricorn is December, late December, after Sagittarius. Um, and then it would be into January, into February. If you're talking about Aquarius, through February 18th is a sign of Aquarius. So maybe from like 12/23 through 2/18, um, something could be going on, something that we prayed for could be, and it could be like a really just hot, steamy, physical attraction between two people too with the Devil. Let's look for some more though. The bottom of the deck right now is the King of Swords. Okay, we need 5 more cards here because we're doing 7. Lucky number 7. And as I say that, lucky number 7, the 7 of Wands popped out. So we're gonna want to like protect ourselves, protect our hearts. Maybe he's got this wand over his heart. So if you are making a decision, maybe having to choose, you're praying for something, and it's coming in, but maybe it's a little dangerous for you. And in terms of love, how love goes, and you might want to protect your heart and keep some boundaries up. even if you are making a connection, could be with somebody from your past, some from your childhood even, or a past life, soulmate connection with the Six of Cups. We need three more cards here. Page of Swords. This could be somebody who looks in on you in terms of social media or other means of, spying and seeing what's going on in your life, maybe asking a friend, mutual friend, or having somebody else look in on you. Could also be about communication that's coming in. The Nine of Swords in the bottom of the deck, they could be, keep staying up at night trying to figure out, maybe feeling, just sort of stuck and in fear, trying to figure out how to go, about connecting with this person that they view as the star, their wish come true, the love of their life, um, and their soulmate. How do I reach out to this person? I'm so afraid. And this can be, some sort of gesture of communication. We need two more. Oh, and two more came out. Okay. The magician is sometimes another indication of a soulmate, at least in traditional tarot, old school tarot, particularly if you were doing a reading for a woman and the magician came out. We could say, well, the person that's showing up in this reading is her soulmate. The magician represents the sign of Gemini. It is about manifestation, so it goes very well with the star. The star again about being about things that we wish for, we prayed for, we've dreamed about. And then the magician also, in terms of timing, means right now. Something's happening right now. So, um, even in consideration of the timing I just spoke about happening potentially between late December and mid February, something could be, started now, and maybe that's when it really gets exciting. Now, the reason I was like, is that the magician came out with the tower. So the tower and the devil. Let's clarify both of those. Actually, let me use another deck to clarify those. The bottom of the deck, we now have the Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Very matter of fact type of woman. She has her sword up in this card. Sometimes you see her in a deck. She has her sword down next to her. It's like she doesn't want to fight. This one, she's ready. She doesn't necessarily want to fight, but she's ready if she has to. She's going to be protective of herself. She's not taking any bullshit. But behind her, we have the Ace of Wands. So she's also open to some sort of new beginning here. She could be this Aquarius. In fact, the Queen of Swords most directly correlates to the sign of Aquarius. The Queen represents, in traditional tarot, the fixed sign of a given element. We have the Page of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Behind the Ace of Wands, so some sort of offer. We have the Six of Pentacles. That offer is going to be balanced and fair, no more breadcrumbing. You see there's literal breadcrumbs being dropped down to somebody, while somebody else is getting something better. It looks like balance, the scales of justice here, but here breadcrumbs. So, but the card is really an indication that again, balance is going to be restored. There's going to be some sort of help from the universe. So of course we could keep on going with those, but I did want to grab this other deck and clarify first the devil and then the tower. Devil. Why is the devil here? Okay, the fear is stemming from past disappointment. So just worried that this is not going to go right. Um, if it does, come in, if your soulmate returns, comes back in, or comes in for the first time because you have had some negative experiences either with them in the past or just in general in the past, this disappointment, just worried, like you're preparing yourself for further disappointment. I am going to suggest that you not do that, right? That you release fear. And when we started out with the Fool, which is about taking chances. Um, and now we end up with the Three of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Three of Pentacles. All threes can have something to do with parties of three, um, particularly in a relationship reading. But the Three of Pentacles Oh, especially with the Five of Wands behind it. The Five of Wands tends to be about competition, and the Seven of Cups, which is behind that, is about choice, followed by another Six of Pentacles. So maybe somebody had been getting breadcrumbs, followed by the Three of Swords. Yeah, so it looks followed by the Four of Swords, though. So again, healing, some healing happening. Um, yeah, but somebody is worried about being hurt again, being breadcrumbed again, being seen as an option as opposed to the option, and being in competition. Like, why are there other suitors that you're even considering? Get rid of this person. It's me. It's supposed to be me, and that's it. There's another magician here. The lovers are here. After that, Four of Swords is the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is about walking toward the star. In some traditional tarot decks, Rider Waite decks, you'll see the star, like in the distance, and so I believe that's what the person is working toward. They're working toward their wish fulfillment. That's why they're walking away from something else that doesn't make them happy. And sure enough, behind the Eight of Cups, and in this here in these cards, is the Ace of Cups. So again, a new beginning, followed by the Queen of Pentacles. This is like one of the ideal, sort of women, wife material, homemaker types, followed by the Lovers, represents the sign of Gemini, but is also about soulmates, of course. Followed by the Magician, also represents the sign of Gemini and can be about soulmates, as I mentioned a minute ago. And here's another Fool. I mean, I could just keep going and going and going. So, new beginning. But this is a different deck. I'm just pointing out that it's a lot of the same cards. But I was talking about the Three of Pentacles. In terms of love, it can be about I'm interested in you, you're interested in me. It's a mutual respect, adoration, but maybe we don't want to rush this. Maybe we want to, how Pentacles energy can be slow. Maybe we want to take our time, like really getting to know each other. Um, or I got some business that I still got to handle. Maybe that's why it's going to take potentially a situation that's going to start now, but take until, mid-February to really, really, come together. Yeah, I got some business I got to handle. You got some business you got to handle, but I dig you. I know you dig me. We feel the same about each other. And I could see you as my wife, as my husband. I know you can see me as your wife, as your husband. So keeping that in mind, that's our path. If we decide we want to collaborate, because again, the threes also can be about collaboration. We decide we want to collaborate. We want to work on this together. We want to build this together. That's the premise of it. That's the basis that we're going into it with. I dig you, you dig me, and we see an end game together in this. But one or both again has to get rid of the competition. Um, so now let's look at the tower. Why did the tower show up with the magician? Why is the tower? Another three of wands. That's not really clear enough. Somebody could be trying to close that distance gap between. Guess what it is? The four of wands. I searched for another card and it's the four of wands. Um, yeah, somebody could be trying to close that distance gap and or manifest that final wand is what I was going to say. And sure enough, it looks like that is what the tower is about. At the bottom of the deck, we do have judgment. Judgment can be about judgment, like not rushing to judgment, not making judgments about yourself, about the other person, not presuming anything, actually having conversations. Again, remember the Page of Swords. So you're actually having conversations and communication to get to, you know, whatever we have to get to, right? Let's address things like adults. Judgment also, oh, well, judgment is also about for me, abundance that is earned. So we've put in some sort of work, or so it could be on a spiritual path, right? Judgment is, I see it as a spiritual card too, and so like spiritually, we've done the work. So God, the universe, is rewarding us, and then as above, so below. So like the universe saying, okay, check off that box. You completed this assignment. I'm going to give you a reward, and then it drops down to here into this plane where we are, and it manifests in a form of something like this. We go from the three of wands to the four of wands, and maybe very suddenly and unexpectedly in terms of the tower. This could be, people deciding to move in together. Again, to close that gap. I'm going to move closer to you. I want you to move closer to me. I'm going to fly you out or something like that. Um, it may be something that needs to be thought about. Again, you got to consider because it's an offer, and rather than just allow yourself to slip into fear and reject it, you are guided to, check into it, look into it, consider it, because this is what it's about. And isn't it interesting that in the other square that was about finances, we also had the Four of Cups followed by the Two of Cups? So that was in the actual spread itself. This time it's in the cards that are in my hand, but this is a different deck, and it's the Four of Cups followed by the Two of Cups. So maybe they're connected. Like maybe that abundance and that finances, in the case of the Four of Cups and the Two of Cups, the partnership has to do with if you get with your soulmate, right? If you and the Magician was there too, right? If you get with your soulmate, and you guys collaborate, you can build something together that's going to be financially abundant. And here's another Eight of Pentacles also from this other deck. So if you're ready, willing to put in the work, then there's going to be results. Another Empress as well. Another Eight of Wands. I mean, all of the same cards coming out here. Just really, really cool. Any other areas of our life that we need to check? We did. I guess we could see what's to come in general. Should we use an oracle deck or should we use another tarot deck? I have an oracle deck here. I'll just pull 7 cards from this too. Let's see if it gives us anything before wrapping this up. First card out is Fresh Start. Coincides along with those aces. Home at the bottom of the deck could be again a new home. Could be deciding to cohabitate, to move into together. Um, could be about the Queen of Pentacles that showed up. Again, she's a homemaker. Maybe she's making you comfortable. She's making herself comfortable. She's nesting. Travel. Talked about that too. So maybe I'm going to travel to see you. You're going to travel to see me. Or I'm going to move closer to you. You're going to move closer to me. Or you're going to fly me out. And I'm fly you out. However it works. Um, that follows Fresh Start. Click on dialogue box that popped up on the screen. Next card is Material World. Oh, now they're playing with the lights. Material World. What does this say? I don't have my glasses on. Money, career, status, third dimension. Make your mark. This is talking about on this plane, getting out there and hustling. Very nice. Speaking of third dimension, the next card out is fifth dimension. As above, so below. Oh God, I can't see. Intuitive communication. You are connected at the soul level. This could be talking to each other through dreams or telepathy. This could be remote viewing. This could be all kinds of fifth dimension type stuff. We need 3 more cards. Release. Loosen your hold. Relax. Unwind. Release fear. So again, get rid of that devil. Release fear, anxiety, and doubt. Rather than walking around again just in doubt, feeling disappointment and pessimism, let go of all that is what that is saying. And it's funny because when I picked up the cards, this is the one I put on the top. It is that one about the doubt, the Five of Cups. 2 more cards. Community, friendship, fun, A light heart. Enjoy downtime with friends and family. Journal. Write, process, contemplate, understand your sacred journey. And that was five. And on the bottom of the deck, we have mirroring, reflection, twin, wholeness, synchronicity abounds. So look for other synchronicities similar to the 777. And these things are going to be messages for you and guidance for you to show you that you are on path. Angels talk to us through these numbers. In fact, 777 is, those are very divine numbers, and they speak and refer directly to the divine or to God in several different numerical languages. Seven means God, or the universe or the divine. And when you add up the three sevens, of course, it equals a three. And threes are also about God and the divine or the Holy Trinity and all that sort of thing. So very, very spiritual numbers. But don't just pay attention to 777. You're going to be seeing, based on this synchronicity abounds message, you're going to be seeing other signs and syncs that you're guided to pay attention to, because they're going to let you know that you are on track. I hope that you've enjoyed this. Now, please do like, share, subscribe, and comment. I appreciate it. Namaste.